Okay, today I'm going to show you how to download, install, and use on Ccleaner, or other words, Ccleaner. This program works for Windows and Mac. I will have both download links in the description. When you have it downloaded, you should have a file that looks like this. Run it. Select your English. Language. Hit next, hit agree, hit install. Hit finish. Hit yes. Okay, after you have it installed, first I would recommend scanning through right here. Leave everything. Let's start with the applications. First, you want to leave everything how they are at first, unless you know what programs you'll frequently use. For instance, Firefox and Chrome. I would keep everything that the site preferences, I would keep them all unchecked, but compact database I would check because it compresses it and saves more data. It makes it so it takes up less space on your hard drive. Click on pretty much almost all these. If you don't know what the program is, I would just leave it be, but like a lot of it, I do know what it is, and the more applications you have downloaded, the bigger this list will be. For all what you see on here, and if you have it, I would recommend checking it the way it is. Next, although this does scan your whole computer for junk files, there's one folder that it does not clean that I know is considered as a junk folder, but it never cleans it. And equal to get that folder on the list, you have to go to Control Panel. Then you go to your folders options, hit View. Make sure that your hidden files and folders, make sure this is on Show Hidden Files and Folders and Drives. So all hidden items will become visible. Next, you want to go like the Ccleaner, hit Options, hit Include. This is adding files to the list of what you could remove. Hit on Browse, hit on Drive and Folder, and hit Browse, and then look for your operating drive. If you have to go to, for Windows 7, you go down, you click on Users. For XP, you go down, you click on Documents and Settings, and just follow the same path. So you click on your name, click on App Data, hit Local. Scroll down, look for Temp, T-E-M-P. Select that folder, hit OK. Leave this where it's at for all files. Click on this, click Include Files and Subfolders. If you click on this one, I highly do not recommend this because it will actually delete everything, including the folder itself. So just click on the middle one. But if you click on this one, it'll just only delete the files and the folders will stay there. Hit OK. You get this little message saying that upon clean, this folder will be deleted. Not the folder, but everything in the folder will. Go back to Cleaner. Now you'll see that custom files and folders is now checked. Make sure that's always checked to get that folder, that one folder to be cleaned. Then you hit Analyze. You cannot have, if you have a, for instance right here that says that Firefox is open, if you have a browser open, it will not delete the internet cache file. So if you want to actually do that, you actually close out the browser. Hit OK. I would suggest just scanning after that. I've actually done several scans here. You would have a whole lot more on average. For me, just doing one scan on this every 3 days usually builds up all the way up to almost over half a gig. Right here it shows only 1 meg will be cleaned. This is only within like the last 15 minutes. Hit Run Cleaner. Hit OK. Hit Analyze again. Make sure it says 0. Next you have your registry. I do not recommend using this because I know there's a better program. It's called the Ccleaner Registry Cleaner, which I've done in a different video. Next you have your Uninstall All Programs right here. This one's a pretty good one. It's the same as your msconfig but more compressed and more easier to access. Pretty much makes it so you could control on what programs start when you actually boot up your system. Like me, I have half of all my programs disabled. Only turn off what you know what the program does. But if you don't know what the program does, I would recommend not messing with it. Next you have your back to the options. Got your language, you got your, this right here makes it so you could have it start when you boot your computer, this program will run. It makes it, this program, like these other things make it so that you can just, right here, if you right click on recycle bin, you'll see that it says run cleaner. By doing that, I'll just automatically run the cleaner in background. Let me try this. Make sure that it is in background. Let's see. Yep, it does it in background, so you don't have to have it open. I'll just run the scanner and completely delete everything just by doing that. Next you have I would just leave the advanced list the way it is. Exclude makes it so you don't want to have a certain specific junk file being deleted. Cookies, they're pretty much the cluster of the little, every time you load a page on the internet, it's considered a cookie. So after a while, this list will build up. Right here will show all the cookies that will be deleted. If you move them over here, this program will not delete those specific cookies. with that one? Oh, tools. But you have system restore right here. It's just the same thing as the Windows. I would actually recommend using the Windows system restore. Right here is your free. This right here makes it so it cleans up your free space for the way how a hard drive works. When you delete something, it doesn't actually like the file is not permanently deleted. It's still on your hard drive, but it's just being set for being overwritten. In other words, if someone got a hold of your computer and they found a way of recovering your personal information from the hard drive, it could cause an issue. But if you run that, like if you're more of a privacy geek, you would recommend using this. But the way how this program works, it makes it so it'll make a large file to fill up your whole entire free space on your hard drive, and then it deletes it. So it's just one gigantic file instead of your personal information. But the more amount of phases it does, or passes, the longer it will take. But one thing is that if you interrupt the cleaning, interrupt this, you will have to start all over, start the scan over again. And that's pretty much it for this program. If you want to have all your hide folders turned back off, make it so they're hidden. The thing with the hidden folders, they make it so all these transparent folders are your hidden folders. Files will appear the same way, but I like having that on so I have full access to all my files. And thanks for watching. Subscribe, comment, thumbs up. It really helps me out. And see you next time for more videos.